It's a massive gear dilemma. Guys are literally losing sleep over this decision. Do you go with a 10-year-old classic blade that Bubba Watson used to dominate on tour? Or do you pick a modern multi-material marvel that Ping claims is their most complete iron ever? On paper, this looks like a complete blowout. But the actual gap is a lot smaller than you think.
And the massive price difference makes this even more complicated. Golfers are incredibly frustrated right now with overpaying for modern hype. So, welcome back to Golf Gear Showdown. In today's explainer, we put golf gear head-to-head. No fluff, zero paid opinions, just honest matchups so you stop guessing and start buying smarter.
Let's set up today's matchup. First up, we've got the Ping S55. Released back in 2013, this is a compact, blade-style iron cast from 17-4 stainless steel. It has a super thin top line, minimal offset, and a tiny head. This is the exact iron that convinced Bubba Watson to switch his bag setup for the first time in nearly a decade. Then, over in the modern corner, we have the Ping i230, which hit the market in late 2022. It features a 5-piece, multi-material build with tungsten weighting and an elastomer insert. Why are we comparing these? Picture this completely relatable pro shop dilemma. You walk in, you smell the fresh rubber grips. A brand new set of shiny i230s is sitting right there, begging for your credit card. Meanwhile, you know you could jump online before you even leave the parking lot and snag those classic S55s for a fraction of the cost. Is the modern tech actually worth the premium price tag?
We're going to settle this by putting these irons through 6 specific rounds. We will cover distance, forgiveness, accuracy and control, feel and confidence, price and value, and finally, golfer fit.
Stick around for round 3. We are going to reveal a massive misconception about accuracy that most golfers completely miss.
Round 1 is all about distance. Let's dig right into the numbers. Looking at the data, the i230 has a clear engineering advantage out of the gate. Ping lowered the center of gravity and modernized the lofts just enough to add some serious pop. Combine that with the activated elastomer insert behind the face, and it translates to higher ball speeds. You also get a much easier launch, especially in those long irons. Common feedback suggests the i230 tends to go about a half club longer than older player irons. You get a strong trajectory without the ball ballooning into the wind.
Hold on, Mike. You can't just read the spec sheet here. When you actually pure an S55, that ball absolutely flies. It penetrates the wind like an absolute laser beam.
Sure, if you pure it, but that S55 has a very compact sweet spot.
That's entirely fair. The reality out on the grass is that average contact with the S55 simply won't reward you the way modern tech does. It demands extremely precise contact. If you're a scratch golfer and hits the center of the face every single time, maybe you don't care about a little extra help. For the rest of us, consistent distance across the entire face is what actually lowers scores.
The verdict for round 1 is crystal clear. The Ping i230 is the winner for consistent distance. Moving right along to round 2, we tackle forgiveness. Let me tell you, there's nothing quite like the physical pain of catching a thin top-line blade out on the toe on a cold Saturday morning. The vibration shoots straight up your forearms. The S55 was designed strictly for low-handicap players. Ping literally rated its forgiveness level as low.
They did add a tungsten toe weight to boost the MOI slightly compared to the older S56, but make no mistake, this is still a highly demanding profile. Miss the center with the S55 and your distance literally drops off a cliff.
Exactly. The i230, however, completely flips the script on mishits.
When you examine the modern multi-material build of the i230, you immediately see how it aggressively pushes high-density tungsten to the extreme toe and the tip of the shaft. This drastically increases the MOI.
When I hit a toe strike with the i230, the ball speed and height remain incredibly playable. It keeps you on the front edge of the green instead of dumping you in the front bunker. For weekend warrior shooting in the 80s and 90s, that margin for error is absolutely everything.
Without a doubt. The undeniable winner of round 2 is the Ping i230.
All right, re-hooking your attention right here, because round 3 covers accuracy and control. This is exactly where most golfers get completely blinded by golf marketing. Everyone talks about wanting a club they can work and shape on demand. Let's actually look at what that means for your scorecard.
Right. A 15 handicapper doesn't need to hit a high-cut 6-iron. They just need straight, predictable gapping so they don't lose 3 golf balls around. The i230 is explicitly designed to limit curvature.
But you lose that shot-making freedom. The S55 is an absolute workability machine. If you need to hit a low stinger under a tree branch or intentionally draw it around a sharp dogleg, the S55 responds instantly to your hands. It's pure artistry on the golf course.
Artistry? Mike, everyday golfers don't need artistry. We need survival. I will gladly trade artistic freedom for a ball that actually goes where I am aiming every single time. I definitely don't want a club that exaggerates my bad swing path.
Well, that is exactly why the S55 behaves the way it does. The physics of a compact head mean a shorter blade length. A shorter blade length makes it much easier to rotate the face open or close during the swing. That's fantastic if you are trying to shape it intentionally. It is highly punishing if you leave the face open by mistake. Based on design intent, we have to call round 3 a split decision.
Fair enough. If you demand consistency and tight, predictable dispersion, the i230 is your absolute winner.
But if you are a single-digit player who actively shapes shots for a living, the S55 easily takes the crown for workability.
Let's talk about round 4, feel and confidence.
There is a massive psychological side to golf. Looking down at a tiny, compact butter knife like the S55 can be wildly intimidating. When I stand over an S55 4-iron, I literally feel like I'm trying to hit a golf ball with a popsicle stick.
Meanwhile, the i230 has a slightly longer head that sits behind the ball beautifully. It gives you a sense of confidence before you even start your backswing.
Exactly. But regarding the actual feel, the S55 shocks a lot of people.
It really does. It's a cast iron, yet most golfers report it feels incredibly soft. Ping used a custom tuning port with a TPE insert that absorbs vibration brilliantly. Center strikes literally feel like a hot knife through butter.
The i230 uses a modernized elastomer insert. That gives a more responsive click at impact. It provides excellent feedback, but it isn't quite as mushy as the S55.
So we name the S55 the winner for pure feel. The i230 clearly takes the win for addressed confidence.
Time for round 5, price and value.
Wake up, because this round features the smart shopper move that most guys at the driving range completely ignore.
Here is the stark reality laid out in numbers. A brand new set of i230s will cost you nearly $1,600 with stock steel shafts.
$1,600 for iron heads attached to steel sticks? That takes a massive bite out of your greens fee budget for the entire year.
Or you can jump into the used market. Snagging a complete, perfectly playable set of S55s will only run you around $350 to $500.
If you look at the used market right now, the S55 is an absolute steal for a specific type of player. If you're a low handicapper who strikes the ball cleanly, buying a used S55 gives you tour-level performance. You get that for roughly a third of the price of modern gear.
That makes the S55 our clear value winner. However, if you have the budget, want a custom fit dialed into your exact swing specs, and need full warranty support, the i230 is the winner for new buyers.
Okay, round 6 is golfer fit. Stay locked in right here because we are going to break down exactly which club fits your specific handicap.
Matching the iron to your actual swing type is the single most important part of this entire explainer. Let's do some rapid-fire assignments using this fit matrix.
Mid-handicappers, seniors, and anyone seeking pure forgiveness, the i230 is your undeniably perfect fit.
Low handicappers, players with fast swing speeds, and serious budget buyers, the S55 is your winner, assuming you have the ball striking to back it up.
What about distance seekers and chronic slicers?
Distance seekers absolutely need the i230's modern lofts. If you're a bad slicer, honestly, neither of these are for you. Go look at the Max Game Improvement Ping G430. Listen closely, because here is some serious insider advice. The biggest buying mistake you can make is buying a blade just because it's cheap. I almost did exactly that last year. You see a gorgeous set of $400 tour irons online. You think their clean lines will magically fix your game. I bought a set, took them to the first tee, hit 3 completely fat shots into a pond, and realized nostalgia doesn't lower your score. If you are a 15 handicapper, do not buy the S55 simply for nostalgia or the price tag. It will brutally expose your inconsistent contact and literally cost you strokes every single weekend.
Let's hit the fast, honest pros and cons. Zero brand protection here.
Jake the S55 Pros. Highly affordable, incredibly workable, shockingly soft feel, and it has an undeniable tour pedigree.
The S55 cons. Exceptionally low forgiveness, highly demanding on mishits. Plus, it has older tech that offers way less help launching those long irons.
Now the i230. Pros include being massively forgiving for a player iron, consistent, predictable gapping, modern tech, and it features that amazing Hydro Pearl 2.0 finish that sheds moisture in the morning dew.
The i230 cons. It's remarkably expensive at $1,600, and it is noticeably less workable than a pure blade profile.
It's time for the final verdict. The Ping i230 takes the win for best overall, best for distance, best for forgiveness, best for mid-handicaps, best for seniors, and takes the No Budget Limit award.
But you have to respect the classic. The Ping S55 takes the crown for best value, best on the used market, and best for low handicaps.
At the end of the day, the i230 gives a wider range of golfers a realistic chance at better iron play. The S55 remains a precision weapon for the exact right player. So which one are you putting in the bag? Jump down into the comments right now. Tell me your exact handicap and tell me if you are picking the S55 or the i230.
And if you enjoyed this explainer, make sure to hit subscribe. Next time on Golf Gear Showdown, we are putting the i230 head-to-head against the Ping Blueprint. Stop guessing, start buying smarter, and we'll see you in the next one.